You know, I used to think that if I had enough money, I'd finally be happy. If I could buy a private island, a gold-plated jet ski, and a pet tiger that walks on a leash, then I'd know I'd made it. But guess what? I got those things. Pause. Okay, maybe not the tiger. Turns out they have very specific dietary needs, like meat, lots of it. And yet, even after all the success, all the applause, and all the really nice bathrobes at fancy hotels, I found myself wondering, why wasn't I happy? Money is a powerful tool. It can provide comfort, security, and opportunities that make life easier. It can buy a nice home, access to good health care, and the freedom to travel or pursue passions. But beyond meeting basic needs, money has limits. It can't heal emotional wounds, erase past regrets, or create meaningful relationships. People often chase wealth thinking it will bring them peace or self-worth, only to find that no amount of money can silence insecurity or fill an emotional void. If someone is unhappy, lonely, or struggling with their identity, no paycheck or luxury item will change that. True happiness comes from within, from self-acceptance, purpose, and meaningful connections, not just the number in a bank account. Fame can feel like the ultimate prize, people cheering your name, endless admiration, and the sense that you've made it. But what most people don't realize is that fame is unpredictable and comes with a price. One day the world adores you, and the next it picks apart everything you do. Strangers form opinions about you without knowing who you really are. Your every move is analyzed, judged, and sometimes twisted into something it never was. At first, the attention feels exciting, even validating, but over time it can become exhausting. You start wondering if people love you for who you are, or just the image they've created of you. Privacy becomes a luxury, mistakes become headlines, and no matter how much you give, it's never enough. The same fame that lifts you up can turn on you in an instant. The real challenge isn't becoming famous, it's holding on to your sense of self when the world keeps trying to define you. Success is often seen as the key to happiness, the grand prize at the end of years of hard work, sacrifice, and struggle. People chase it relentlessly, believing that once they reach a certain level of achievement, everything will finally fall into place. But success by itself is just an external reward. It can bring temporary excitement, validation, and a sense of accomplishment, but if you're empty inside, it won't fill the gaps. Winning an award, reaching a career milestone, or being recognized by millions won't erase deep-seated insecurities, heal past wounds, or create a lasting sense of fulfillment. Many people who reach the top of their fields find themselves asking, "Is this it?" Because the happiness they expected doesn't last. They realize that success without purpose feels hollow. It's like climbing a mountain only to find there's nothing waiting at the top. The truth is, real happiness comes from within. It's built on self-acceptance, meaningful relationships, and a sense of purpose beyond just personal achievement. Success can enhance your life, but it can't be the foundation of your happiness. If you don't work on what's inside, no amount of external success will ever be enough. From a young age, society teaches us that money and fame are the ultimate measures of success. We grow up seeing celebrities, billionaires, and influencers living in luxury, surrounded by admiration and excess. Movies, advertisements, and social media reinforce the idea that happiness comes from designer clothes, private jets, and red carpet moments. We're told that if we just work hard enough, get rich enough, or become famous enough, we'll finally be happy and respected. But this is an illusion. Money and fame can provide comfort and opportunities, but they don't guarantee fulfillment. Many wealthy and famous people still feel lost, lonely, or dissatisfied despite having everything the world tells us we should want. They struggle with anxiety, depression, and the pressure of maintaining their public image. Meanwhile, countless people without fame or fortune find deep joy in meaningful relationships, creative passions, and simple pleasures. True success isn't about external validation, it's about inner peace, purpose, and the ability to live authentically. Society may sell the dream of wealth and recognition, but the real prize is a life that feels genuinely fulfilling, no matter how much money is in your bank account or how many people know your name. It's easy to assume that the richest and most famous people have everything they could ever want: mansions, luxury cars, worldwide recognition, and access to anything money can buy. From the outside, their lives seem perfect, filled with glamour, excitement, and endless possibilities. But beneath the surface, many of them struggle with feelings of emptiness, loneliness, and even depression. Despite having more wealth and fame than most people could dream of, they often find themselves asking, "Why don't I feel happy?" The truth is, money and fame can't fix internal struggles. They can provide distractions, but they don't heal self-doubt, past traumas, or the human need for genuine connection. In fact, fame can make things worse by creating isolation. People treat you differently, real friendships become harder to find, and every mistake is magnified for the world to see. Many celebrities and billionaires have openly shared their battles with mental health, addiction, and a lack of purpose, proving that external success does not guarantee internal fulfillment. Happiness doesn't come from wealth or recognition alone, it comes from meaningful relationships, a sense of purpose, and being at peace with who you are. No amount of money or fame can replace the deep personal work it takes to build a truly fulfilling life. True happiness isn't something you can buy, achieve, or collect like trophies on a shelf. It doesn't come from having the biggest house, the highest paycheck, or the most followers. Instead, it comes from something deeper, living with purpose, following your passions, and forming real connections with others. Purpose gives life meaning. It's the reason you wake up in the morning feeling excited about what you do, whether it's creating art, helping others, or simply being present for the people who matter to you. Without purpose, even the greatest success can feel empty. Passion fuels you. It's what makes time disappear when you're doing something you love, whether it's music, writing, building, or exploring new ideas. And connection, that's the foundation of it all. Humans are wired for relationships, and no amount of money or fame can replace the joy of truly being seen, heard, and loved. When you have purpose, passion, and connection, you don't need constant validation or material wealth to feel whole. Happiness becomes less about what you have and more about how you live. It's found in the small moments, laughter with friends, the excitement of creating something meaningful, or the simple peace of knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. Laughter, creativity, and human relationships hold more value than any amount of money because they bring something wealth never can: genuine joy, fulfillment, and a sense of belonging. Money can buy comfort, but it can't buy the kind of laughter that makes your stomach hurt, the kind that turns bad days into bearable ones. True laughter, whether shared with friends, family, or even strangers, reminds us that life isn't just about working, achieving, or accumulating wealth. It's about feeling alive. Creativity is another priceless gift. It allows us to express ourselves, to turn thoughts and emotions into something meaningful, whether through art, music, writing, or problem solving. Some of the happiest people aren't the wealthiest, but those who wake up each day excited to create, to explore new ideas, and to bring something unique into the world. Creativity gives life color and purpose in a way that money never could. And then there are human relationships, the most valuable thing we'll ever have. Money can give you status, but it can't replace the warmth of deep, meaningful connections. No luxury car or mansion can fill the void left by loneliness. The happiest moments in life are rarely about possessions. They're about people, the ones who truly know you, who support you, who make life's ups and downs worthwhile. Fortune fades, material things lose their shine, but laughter, creativity, and the people we love remain the true sources of happiness. In the end, it's not about how much money we make, it's about how much life we truly live. The pursuit of money and fame can easily turn into a never-ending chase, one that keeps moving the finish line just out of reach. At first, it starts with a simple goal: making enough money to be comfortable or gaining recognition for your work. But once you achieve that, it doesn't feel like enough. So you push harder. You set new targets: a bigger house, a higher salary, more followers, greater influence. Society fuels this chase, making it seem like success is always just one more achievement away. But the problem is, there's no finish line. The more you get, the more you feel like you need. Money brings temporary excitement, but soon the luxury that once felt special becomes normal. Fame offers validation, but the applause fades, and you're left needing more to feel relevant. It becomes an exhausting cycle, always striving, never arriving. Even the most successful people in the world often admit they still feel like they have something to prove, despite having everything others dream of. The real danger of this endless pursuit is that it can make you lose sight of what actually matters. You can spend years chasing wealth and recognition, only to realize too late that you missed out on meaningful relationships, personal growth, and the simple joys of life. True fulfillment doesn't come from accumulating more, it comes from appreciating what you have, living with purpose, and defining success on your own terms, rather than society's ever-moving goalposts. Appreciating the small joys in life is more valuable than any bank account because true happiness isn't found in numbers, it's found in moments. It's in the first sip of coffee in the morning, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter shared with a close friend. It's in the feeling of being completely present, even for just a few seconds without worrying about what's next or what's missing. Money can buy security, comfort, and experiences, but it can't make you appreciate them. There are people with millions in the bank who feel empty, always chasing the next big thing, while others with far less find deep contentment in life's simplest pleasures. A beautiful sunset, a heartfelt conversation, or the joy of doing something you love. These are the things that truly make life rich. The problem is, society often teaches us to overlook the small things, convincing us that happiness lies in future success rather than present moments. But real fulfillment isn't about waiting for something bigger to happen, it's about recognizing the beauty in what's already here. The ability to slow down, be grateful, and find joy in the ordinary is worth more than any amount of money. Because at the end of the day, it's not your bank balance that determines the quality of your life, it's how deeply you experience the moments that make it meaningful. Being present and finding humor in life's chaos is the real jackpot because life is unpredictable, messy, and often out of our control. While we can't control everything that happens to us, we do have control over how we respond. And one of the most powerful things we can do is to simply be present, to fully embrace the moment, regardless of how chaotic or challenging it may be. When we stop trying to control every outcome, when we let go of the need to plan every step, we open ourselves up to truly experiencing life in all its raw, unpredictable beauty. Amid the challenges, the chaos, and the unexpected twists, there's always humor to be found. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, often when we least expect it. But instead of seeing these moments as obstacles, we can choose to find the humor in them. Whether it's laughing at our own mistakes, finding joy in the absurdity of a situation, or just letting go of the need for perfection, humor can be the light that makes even the toughest moments more bearable. The real jackpot isn't in accumulating wealth, fame, or status, it's in being able to laugh at the absurdity of life, to appreciate the present moment, and to find joy even in the mess. Life doesn't always go according to plan, but when you can find humor in the chaos, it transforms everything. It takes the pressure off, making room for happiness to bloom in the most unlikely of places. Being present and seeing the humor in life's unpredictability is a secret treasure that makes every day worth living, no matter what comes your way. As we wrap up, I want you to remember this: happiness isn't something you find in the next paycheck, the next promotion, or the next big moment. It's found in the here and now, in the small moments that often get overlooked. It's in the connections you make with others, the things you're passionate about, and the ability to laugh when life throws you a curveball. True fulfillment comes from living with purpose, embracing life's chaos, and appreciating what's already in front of you. So take a moment today to look around, to be present, and to find the joy in the little things. Stop chasing the illusion that money and fame will make everything better, and start investing in the things that truly matter: your relationships, your well-being, and your sense of peace. The greatest rewards in life aren't the things you collect. They're the moments you experience, the people you connect with, and the laughter that makes everything lighter. Life is happening right now. Don't wait for happiness to arrive in the form of a paycheck or a trophy. You already have everything you need to be happy. All it takes is the choice to embrace the journey and find the beauty in each moment.